Welcome to Meaningful Mornings. Yesterday, I was sharing insights into a diversity tour at Chinmayadhara. And I had shared to understand and appreciate Sanatana Dharma, one has to analyze two triangles. As I reflected upon this more, a better visual than two triangles is a V. And the flow would go as Sanatana Dharma. Now I'm coming down in this V. Self-development. At the bottom, study and discipline. Now moving across on the same parallel would be guide. And then moving up, map. And then back to the top. Here's Sanatana Dharma, here's divinity. Please keep reflecting on if you're flowing through this V. If you're following this, you will be flowing through this. Meaningful Mornings is an experience in Advaita. Advaita means oneness. It's the top of the V. Sanatana Dharma means infinite nature. Divinity is infinity with a personality. And to make this less poetic, if you can think of a bigger American city and think of how many people come to that Chinmay Mission chapter or to that Hindu temple in a bigger American city, maybe 1,000 come live every week. And this chapter, this mandir, if they're organized, may have 500 who attend live virtually. Let's say their contacts, the number of times they touch people is 1,500 a week, and they do this for 40 weeks. So what number am I at? 60,000. Reasonable? Now, I had shared Meaningful Mornings is an experience of bringing people together. We touch 250 seekers every day. And we do this for 300 days a year. Not 40 days a year, but 300 days a year. And all live. The recordings are gone in 24 hours. That means we touch 75,000 people a year just through Meaningful Mornings. Then most of you are in at least one course a week with our diverse teachers. That may be another 20,000, 25,000 contacts, touches. So we get to experience what Sri Krishna has shared. This is my hundreds. This is my thousands. And I said, keep going. For us, this is our 100,000. I'm sharing all of this because the coming verse is a great expression of grace. I'm expressing all of this so that you miss Meaningful Mornings more. So the absence nurtures passion. I've shared with all of you that you have never seen your own face. Correct? You have only seen a reflection of your face. I've shared with all of you that you've never experienced, no one has ever experienced death. If you're experiencing that, if someone's experiencing that, they're alive. I've also shared with you, but this is harder to reflect on. You have ever experienced infinity. You have ever, I'm not saying never, I am sharing ever experienced infinity. It's impossible otherwise. But you have to know this to benefit by this. Even though Vivek is experiencing infinity, how come I feel insecurity? Because I don't know infinity. In chapter 11, verse 7, Shri Krishna gives two techniques on how to know infinity. He first uses the word iha. Iha means here. Let go of the limit of space. Be here. And the second word he uses, adya. Adya means now. Let go of the limit of time. Be now. When one is being here and now in reference to space and time, then one starts to be. In Sanskrit, that's bhavana. You start to tune into infinity. The introduction to verse 8. This is the final verse, the final teachings we will listen to from Sri Krishna for a while now. I've shared with all of you in different ways that God can be felt as grace, and grace can be felt as guidance. Shri Krishna has given Prince Arjuna, has given us guidance. That's his grace, that's him. He has given us all that we need. And still in this verse, he's giving more. We do not deserve to be given more. That's Sri Krishna's nature. His compassion, him challenging us is ahetuki. There's no reason for it. It's not logical. It is his love. It is oneness. Verse 8. Natu mam shakyase drashtum aneneva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogameshwaram. These words are fairly straightforward, so I'm just going to read the translation and offer more reflections. But you are not able to behold me with these your own eyes. I give you the divine eye. Behold my lordly yoga. In this verse, Shri Krishna is directing Prince Arjuna from Vibhuti, Vibhuti is diversity, to yoga, yoga is unity, but the holder, the supporter of this unity, this diversity, he uses the word Aishvara, which is another word for God. Beyond the greatest, there is God. Many teachers share that Sri Krishna has given Prince Arjuna new eyes. has given him these divine eyes to see divinity. Please remember the V. Divinity is infinity with a personality. However, one great teacher whose thoughts I read shared, he didn't give Prince Arjuna eyes. He took away his eyes. Don't we all chant? Ajnana timirandasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurun militam yena tasmai Shri Krishna. We are only experiencing infinity. We don't see and feel that because of our blinders. These blinders are limits. So you can feel that Sri Krishna has added on to Prince Arjuna for Vivek. The more significant truth is that he took away his blinders, his ignorance, his sense of individuality. From inspiration to application. Your recent application was to feel that you're living in Sri Krishna. How many of you tried? Now that's the truth too, isn't it? We have to remove this idea that I'm living in Niagara and you're living in Raleigh. I'm living in this personal body. You're living in that personal body. When you remove those limits, the truth reveals itself. Adding more details on how do you know if you feel you're living in Sri Krishna. Those who do not feel they're living in Sri Krishna, they escape. Because I don't feel Sri Krishna is here, I escape. Signs of escapism is consumerism and comparison. If you find yourself being a consumer, more pleasure, more possession, or a comparer, more position, then you're not feeling you're living in Sri Krishna. Those who do feel like they're living in Sri Krishna, they don't escape, they embrace. How do you know if you're embracing? You're more careful. You care fully for every experience. You practice iha adya. Your application for this morning, really forever. I had read that in 2019, the average American looked at their phone 96 times. I think I look at my phone 9.6 times. 96 times. Now in 2022, that number has increased almost 4 times. The average American looks at their phone around 350 times a day. Don't escape. You're the average American, okay? Who are you looking at right now? So here's what I want you to do. On your phone, and I'm using this one for Instagram, so I can't show you. Whatever way you turn your phone on, as in unlock it, you're swiping up or down, left, right, pressing stuff. I want you to put the feet of your divinity there. So if I have to swipe up, let's say, to unlock my phone, I would have an icon of Bhagwan Narayana with the feet at that level where every time I touch my phone, I'm touching his feet. Understood? So that's your application forever. And now I'm going to be traveling for the next few weeks. So I'm going to come look at your phone to ensure that you're practicing this. I'm looking forward to the completion of our semester tomorrow. We come back to Sanjaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Be safe, be sound, be serene, be joy.